Long before kings ruled Israel, a storm was gathering on the borders. From the dust of rejection rose a warrior no one expected, Jephthah, the son the village would not claim. This is not a tale of ease. It is a tale of faith under fire, promises made, and a love that breaks and believes at the same time. Jephthah was a fighter, broad-shouldered, scar-lined, the kind of strength you earn by surviving. He didn't ask to be a hero. He carried pain like armor and hope like a blade. He knew how to stand when life tried to push him down. But before he was feared, he was thrown away. His brothers looked at him and saw shame. They told him, "You will not share in our father's house." Their words were stones. They shoved him to the road, and the village turned its face. Rejection is loud when it comes from your own blood. Jephthah walked away carrying a wound deeper than any sword could cut. He went to the land of Tob, hard hills, thin winds, silence thick as night. Exile is a teacher. It tells you who you are when no one is clapping, and in that lonely place, something steady woke up inside Jephthah. If men closed their doors, God could open a road. Outcasts found outcasts. Rugged men with scraped knuckles and tired eyes gathered to Jephthah's fire. He listened, he led, he shared bread and courage. They were not polished soldiers, but they were loyal. A family formed from the broken. Then the news spread like fire. Ammon marched. Fear traveled faster than hooves. The same elders who once watched Jephthah leave came searching for his camp. They bowed low, pride swallowed, voices shaking. "Lead us. Fight for us. Be our head." Jephthah's eyes narrowed. "If I fight for you, and God gives victory, will you truly make me leader?" Desperate men do not lie. "We will," they answered. The past did not change, but the future opened. On the edge of the battlefield, Jephthah knelt. Dust clung to his knees. Dawn lit his face. "Lord," he whispered, "if you will give the enemy into my hands, then whatever first comes out to meet me when I return in peace, I will dedicate to you." A vow, heavy, holy, dangerous. Faith speaks and words take root. Then came the battle. Trumpets cried. Sand exploded beneath charging feet. Steel flashed, prayers rose, and the ground shook with the will to live. Jephthah's band fought like men who remembered every insult and every long night. The Ammonites broke. Victory roared across the hills. It was done. The road home felt lighter than air. Jephthah smiled for the first time in a long time. The door to his house stood closed, waiting like a held breath. He thought of rest. He thought of peace. He thought of his vow. The hinges groaned. The door burst wide, and she came dancing, his daughter, his only child, tambourine ringing like bells of sunlight. She twirled into the yard, laughter spilling, not seeing the weight slam into her father's chest. Joy met a promise, and time stood still. The sword slid from Jephthah's hand. He tore his cloak, a cry ripping out that the hills could not swallow. He fell to his knees and gathered her as if he could stop the world by holding on. "My daughter," he choked, "you have brought me very low. I open my mouth to the Lord." Tears baptized the dust between them. She lifted his face with both hands. No fear, only faith. "Father," she said softly, "if you have vowed to the Lord, do to me according to your word. Only let me go for 2 months to the hills with my friends." She wiped his tears and gave him the strength he could not find alone. The days on the hills were slow hymns of goodbye. She walked the ridges with her friends, speaking of life and the God she loved. They cried and prayed and sang under silver stars. She was not angry. She was not bitter. She was brave, braver than armies, choosing faith when faith cost most. When the 2 months ended, she returned. The scripture says her father did with her according to his vow. From that day, Israel's daughters went year after year to remember her, torches in hand, songs in the night. Some say she was offered as a sacrifice. Others believe she was set apart to lifelong service, but all agree her faith left a light that would not go out. Look at her face now, gentle, steady, shining. Jephthah's daughter did not choose the battle, but she chose how to stand in it. And Jephthah, flawed, wounded, sometimes unwise, still believed God enough to fight, to lead, to kneel, and to weep. Faith is not clean and easy. It is costly and courageous. It keeps promises. It asks God for mercy. It learns to speak carefully and to trust deeply. When vows are heavy and roads are hard, remember this: God is near to the brokenhearted, and He gives grace to those who seek Him. May our words be wise, our hearts be faithful, and our love be brave. This is Faith Tales. If this story moved you, share it with someone who needs courage today. Subscribe for more rare, powerful Bible stories told with heart.